It's Friday Night Live with your host, your brother Methos, and the Breeze, and recently escaped from the basement, Hoodies. And now for the car wreck of the show, welcome to the Cross and Fit.
Right, what is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Methos.
And I am Freak. And the blank screen is Oni.
He was waiting for his intro music.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. Let me throw it on there. I keep forgetting that's his thing now. That's his shtick. Hold on.
I'm just
okay,
kidding.
hold on. No, he probably is doing it. There it is. The amazing trash. Is it Ascended Trashy or Trashy Ascended? Ascended Trashy Oni. No, that wasn't good enough. Okay. Anyway, so you can hear it in the background. Anyway, what is going on, man? What's going on, guys? How you going, chat? What the hell you doing?
It's good to see you guys. I like games. Good to see other Warhammer builders. Also like Gunpla. Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to knock all of them over as I turn my chair.
You got my intro wrong. I guess I'll come on.
Oh, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
I guess.
I guess.
So this is what I'm looking forward to. The Barbatos. Because just a few months earlier, I finished Iron-Blooded Orphans. Weirdly, I started it 2 years ago, but I just got around to finishing it recently. But Iron-Blooded Orphans, I've got the Star-Burning Gundam. I've got the 00 Riser in the SD Chibi form. And, of course, from Brother Oni, this is going to be my piece de resistance whenever I get around to working on it. So, I am excited.
Man, you should do the orphans, man, in memory of our
the Orphan Fight Club.
Orphan Fight Club, yeah. Just saying. You know what I mean?
Good picks. Thank you so much. Bro, I made a custom Barbatos that has all its forms combined. Nice. I had one of our brothers that used to join us on the show once in a while. He was named the Weather Pig. He was a hobby tuber from down in Australia, and he painted, as the Weather Pig. Pigs being often represented in art as pink. Part of one of his things is he used to paint, kind of his stuff as his signature bright pink. And so he painted a Barbatos in pink, and people hated him for it. But, it was just part of his artistic twist.
Yeah, that was his thing, man. I miss that guy.
Oh, yeah. Have a great night, gents. I'll catch up later. Had a few sick kids to wrangle tonight. Much love.
Give him some tussin'.
Yeah. Hope they get to feeling better soon, brother. Got a vent, played some 10th, but it's still one player at a time. I get super bored, and you might want to just stick to the hobby, but I want to play. Oh, yeah. So the one side goes at a time can definitely leave you feel, especially if you've got a side that's really kicking your ass, it can feel very uninvolved, like you're not really interacting with that other side. Although a game, I gotta say, I feel like even during that super back and forth, and of course it's got that alternate activation, which is so key to having, that feeling of involvement. We've been playing a little bit of Shatterpoint lately, and Freak and I really enjoy it at the moment.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to play again, actually.
Yeah, we just picked up our core set a couple weeks ago, and then 2 weeks before that, we got to play Brother Oni's copy, and it has been absolutely awesome. Of course, We're still going to do Warhammer on the channel, of course. You know, I absolutely love Warhammer, and I've got a billion different armies. But you know, it's been refreshing because, like you said, the one person goes at a time can sometimes be like, okay, I'm going to go make a sandwich. Let me know how much of my stuff you killed.
Right.
Um, so that the fact that Shatterpoint is so back and forth is really refreshing.
Yeah.
So we're doing a hobby night tonight. Of course, the world is still reeling from, you know, the launch of Leviathan in 10th edition, and so there's not a ton of news out right now.
A lot of mixed emotions, but yeah, not a lot of news.
True. And so we're just working on some of the things we want to be able to take in 10th edition.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, so that's what Freak and I are doing. What are you working on tonight, Brother Oni? What is your poke chop tonight?
Poke chop.
Moonstone and Conquest.
Nice. What in Conquest?
It's the name of the game. Conquest.
Oh, yeah. I just didn't hear what you said before Conquest.
Moonstone.
Oh, Moonstone. That's right. You said those miniatures come pre-assembled, right?
No.
Oh, no. Is that the Song of Ice and Fire? I'm thinking.
Yeah, the Game of Thrones one.
Nice. I do love skirmish games that alternate like that. I played it and want to get it, but I might have to do it slowly as my budget is small. I totally get that, brother.
Oh, I feel it. Yep.
Freak and I just got lucky. We'd been saving up for a few months, so when we decided we wanted Shatterpoint, it was like, hey, we got this in our savings.
Yep.
So, Freak, what are you working on that you want to take into 10th edition?
I'm still working on my heavy intercessors. I'm kind of working on the edge highlighting and, yeah, just taking my time getting the pop in and, you know, seeing I can get them looking pretty good. So I got my actual intercessors looking pretty damn good. So I was really trying to match, you know, the quality on these guys. So,
Speaking of edge highlighting, some people always try and like push me to do better and stuff like that. So I spent like I guess about a day working on edge highlighting because I started on my lunch break earlier in the day, and then that night I worked on it some more. So I spent about a day doing some edge highlighting.
Okay.
And I finished off one of my Space Marine Desolators.
Very nice.
I'm going to keep calling them Desolators because Desolation Squad member is just a mouthful. And, you know, Desolators, I think, matches the previous GW naming convention a little better, I think.
Yeah. Because they desolate. They're desolators, man.
And so this is the Puppets War version of a Desolator. Their twist, their take on it. And I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of what everybody calls the Nerf guns for, you know, the Desolators from GW, but I did like this take on the Desolators. This little square four rocket missile launcher reminds me of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Commando, where he uses that rocket launcher in the mall. So yeah, so lots of edge highlighting. I did this is over Talisar Blue, and I did an edge highlight of
My bad.
Techless Blue, and then the Fenrisian Gray.
Very nice.
And then, of course, the Fenrisian Gray was kind of stark, and so I blended it all together again with a really thin down layer of more of that Talisar Blue. And then, of course, the decals, of course. I thought it was feeling a little monochromatic and plain, and so I thought I'd put in some of the decals and dirty them up a little bit and give them just a little bit more color.
Looks good, man.
Thank you, brother. I applaud you because I will never edge highlight again. Man, that has been my stance for years.
Who said that?
I like games. That has been my standard, my what I have vowed for years. But anytime my big brother comes around and, he's like, oh, yeah, my models I find really look better with this edge highlight. I always just, grit my teeth, and I can't have him just, he is the better painter, but I can't just let him be the better painter. So I gotta chase him,
It's like your face is the edge highlighter.
I'm gonna edge highlight your face.
Like, whoa, man, calm down.
I can never keep my brushes nice enough to edge highlight. So here's
a challenge.
The for me, I keep separate brushes for edge highlighting.
Yep, same.
Reek got me these really, really nice golden maple fine detail brushes. And they have such a nice point on them. I don't want to use them for everyday use because I don't want to wear down the tip. And so I pull them for specifically really fine details, like doing edge highlights and stuff like that. And then that way my tip is usually good to go. And then once the tip finally does wear down on those, I can demote them to general use brushes. And then, when your brushes really get knackered, use them for like applying washes and stuff like that. So I only have, I used to only keep like one or two really nice quality brushes on me. Like I still have like 3 broken toed brushes, and I had 2 of those, what are they called? The ones that come in the little tube, the Winsor & Newtons. They're really nice Winsor & Newton brushes. And again, one of them I still have in its original tube. I just pulled it out. The one, because I'm like, you don't want to mess up a Winsor & Newton. So it's funny because I have that mindset. One of them is still in the package from like 3 years ago. You can tell it's all like there's dust on the the cover. Man. But it's like,
kind of doing what our parents probably still do, when they buy a new car or sofa or whatever. Why is the plastic still on it, Mom? I don't want it to get dirty. What? That's you can't even see it.
Don't sit there. It's still new. Mom, it's a couch.
Exactly. Sit on the floor. What? Why?
Literally, when back in North Carolina, when we still owned a restaurant and whatnot, we finally upgraded from this little like rented rinky-dink house to actually buying a home because our restaurant was doing well. And it was like a 2-story, and it was really nice. And my mom, because she had never had a house that nice before on her own, she just went and got all kinds of new furniture for it. She was just really excited. She really did the place up nice, right? Anyways, so I came in. I was working a night shift at the time. I came in from delivering papers that night, and took a shower and kind of laid on the couch there with my brother, who was my brother was sitting on the chair of the new set watching TV and having like his cereal or whatever. And I laid on the couch kind of watching, what he had on and just kind of chatting with him a little bit. And of course, before you know it, I'd fallen asleep on the couch. And it was a really comfortable couch. I was all facing inwards to the couch and stuff like that. And a little bit later, my mom, the restaurant was like on the other side of the highway. So it was only like a, maybe 10-minute drive, probably less than that, to come home for lunch or whatever. She came home and she was like, hey, don't sleep on this couch. I don't want you to wear it out. It's brand new. I was like, Mom, it's a couch. It's made to be comfortable. She's like, no, it's meant to be nice first, and it can be comfortable later.
Oh my God. Wearing out the niceness, huh, Methos? Shame on you.
That's me. I'm kidding, Ma. I know my mom watches the show sometimes. I'm teasing, Mom. It was a really nice couch.
The end of the world as we know it.
Please don't unsub, Mom. We just got to 1,000.
Methos Death, brought to you by Mom Methos.
I will
Mom
remember
Crucianata.
you. It's, you know, so I spend a lot of time on the show bragging about how, um, you know, my wife's got a gold medal in breaking stuff
Oh,
with her hands, feet, knees,
I forgot
elbows, stuff
about your
like that.
mom. Ooh,
My mom was a
your mom.
kick. My mom is Thai from Thailand, and my mom was so that I like to say so good, but the way the family tells it is my mom was so mean, so vicious kickboxing that they made her compete on the boys' team. That's the way the family tells it. And so my mom, my mom is a legitimate badass. And uh, there's a running theme about the women in my life. They're all very scary.
You do say that we actually wind up marrying women that are quite similar to our mothers. They do say that. I don't know who they is, but they might have a point.
So, saying all that to say, it's very important right now that I remind my mom. I'm just joking, Mom. It was a very nice couch.
Did I hear a knock at your door? Don't open it.
Okay, so I mentioned that I did the Desolator Marine from Puppets War from another 3D print site called Station Forge. I have been printing some Assault Jump Pack Marines.
Oh.
And so I will be
Yeah.
priming these guys up. I've always wanted some Assault Marines. I did some Blood Claws or Sky Claws at one point. But funnily enough, the Sky Claws are not as good at combat as regular Assault Marines. That's why I'm doing these ones as Ultramarines. Because for some reason, you know, like the regular Space Marines, they can take, on their Jump Pack Assault Marines, they can take an Eviscerator, you know, so you get the Sergeant with the special weapon. Most people go Power Fist or Thunder Hammer. And so the Sergeant can take a special weapon, and on a normal Assault Marine squad, you know, you can take an Eviscerator too. So you have two hard-hitting weapons in your Assault Marines. Space Wolves don't have Eviscerators. So what they get to do is they get to take one Sergeant with the special weapon and two shooty weapons.
Judy!
But I'm like, but the Space Wolves are about combat. Why does my assault squad need shooty weapons? And at least it's better now than it used to be. Because basically they Blood Claws and Sky Claws were new recruits. They used to have them hitting on a 4+. Now at least they hit on 3+ like other Marines. But yeah, I mean, I like plasma. I don't have my Assault Squad 4 plasma though. I want to hit stuff. And so I decided to make these Assault Marines, put them in my Ultramarines. Hellworks. What's happening? Headed to work. We're just having a chill paint and chat. Oni is working on miniatures from Moonstone and Conquest.
Yay.
And Freak is working on his heavy intercessors.
Yes, sir.
For his Imperial Fists.
Yes, sir.
And I am working on a little bit of my Ultramarine Desolators at the moment. I finished off one. I think I put it in the chat. You may have seen it, but that was before I based it and varnished it. The varnishing really brought out the edge highlights a little better. And also, I'm working on some Jump Pack Assault Marines, which I was just talking about. Also, I have a Minotaur I need to finish painting for my brother-in-law. I like buying couches off Facebook from the nice neighborhoods. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Ashley says, "Hey boys, me and Greg are here. Greg is working on trying to get out of the trunk. Remember, there should be a pull tab in the back of that trunk somewhere that you can pull to release. But if not, if the vehicle is from an earlier model that doesn't have the pull tab, they say to try and pull out the taillights. So that way, at least, a pullover, you should get you to safety." These trunk escaping hacks are brought to you by Frost and Fist. I removed it. Shh, don't tell them. As a short man of being only 5'5" myself, actually, 5'4.5", so probably closer to like 5'4". As a short man of 5'4", I have had to escape from a trunk more than once.
Yeah, but sneaking into the drive-in movie, this doesn't count, man. Although it's pretty ingenious.
All right, how many people you got in the car? 1. All right. I had a black convertible 79 Celica once.
Oh.
Really nice car. But when I would accidentally lock my keys in the car, there was a spot that a shorter person could wiggle through the trunk to get into the back seat. And so I may have retrieved my keys on more than one occasion that way.
What kind of car was that?
It was a
You and
Celica
I,
convertible. Toyota
that's
Celica.
so weird. So one of my first vehicles, no lie, was a 76 Toyota Celica GT.
Really?
Yes, it was a round back, and that thing had the worst knock, but that thing was hardy, man. Oh my gosh, that little car just would not die. And that was and I had a paper route too.
I've done that with my 03 Monte Carlo. Nice. The only reason why I say a shorter person was better for the task of getting into the trunk is because like my friend Cloud is really tall. He's like 6'4", almost 6'5". That's why they make children. And he once went through the back like that, but there wasn't a lot of space where you come out that before you kind of hit into the back of the front seat, and so he was kind of like a little stuck there, wedged in there at the time. And so, being that I am not as tall as my giant friend, I had a lot more room to pull my legs out of the trunk and maneuver around. You boys got nothing on me. My first car was a 95 Geo Tracker lime green.
Oh my god. Old Geo Tracker. I remember those things. Did anyone have the Suzuki Samurai?
Nope.
That's not a car I have not seen on the road. And I remember working at the Mazda dealership where I was at, and we had I was an auto parts guy there, and the dealership we had was selling Samurais, those little Jeep looking ones, and they were cool looking. And I was like, man, I'd love to have one of these someday. And don't ever buy that. I didn't know why. I was curious. Is it really that bad?
What'd you come to find out?
Well, I mean, just asking the question. Anybody has any Suzuki Samurais? And you said, no, I've never seen one. Because it tells you right there. They don't make them like that anymore. That's one thing. I don't think I've ever seen a samurai since.
Not even familiar with the names.
Yeah, it was a cool looking little car, man. But it was supposed to contend with Jeep. Yeah. I don't know.
All right. If anyone is curious what the Suzuki Samurai... Oh, Jesus Christ. My camera's all blurry.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
yeah. Look how retro this one looks.
Yep. I was around when they first came out.
Oh, this looks pretty cool. The one without the back.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Okay, that looks pretty sporty, but it's funny how sporty that one looks and how boxy this one looks.
Yes. Yeah, so this just depends on the kit that you got, right? Or the package. So
I had to check that out because I don't even think I'd ever heard of Suzuki Samurai before.
Suzuki Samurai.
Come on, you can do it. It's probably because I was showing my model up to the screen earlier. It was like, this is how close you want me to be? We're professionals on this show, people. Professionals.
I don't know who you calling names, man.
It's just not working today. What about this bright green? Lock onto this bright green. Oh, that's good. That is a really good focus on that.
They liked it there, yeah. Like, I like you. Stay there.
Yep. All right, guys. Apparently, my camera is now focused 2 inches in front of its lens for the rest of my life. Nope.
That damn camera. Camera wants to fight, man.
Usually, after a time or two, it'll clear up. But
do you have anything on it? Like, is there's some goop on it?
no, I just wiped it a second ago.
Get your finger out my eye.
Well, I guess my camera's just jacked for the rest of the show.
Man, that's so weird.
Usually, the hand trick fixes it. Wait.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hellworks had one. Suzuki Samurai was taken over by the Geo Tracker. Oh, okay. So you and him are in a similar boat.
Oh yeah.
Ashley says they had mini Jeep. Very top heavy they were too. Very top heavy they were.
Oh god.
I don't know why I felt the need to read that in Yoda.
I don't know either.
The syntax felt like, it called for it.
No, it did. Well, yeah, you know what? It did. I give it to you. Yeah, I did. Yeah, they were definitely top heavy vehicles.
You know what? I've never been afraid of that which is top heavy. Right, babe?
Oh. I will remember.
She won't kill me for that. She knows she's very gifted. Say what? Oh, she's not in the room. Well, that was wasted.
A wasted opportunity. Dang it.
Just hear Lily come in the room. They were talking about me. Nothing.
You're happy. No. What are you saying?
Huh? What? What?
What?
Huh?
What? Dead man says what? What?
We were talking about the Suzuki Samurai, and somebody said they were very top heavy, and I said I've never shied away from that which is top heavy, right, babe?
Luckily for me, that is correct.
Well, hello there.
How you doing? How you doing? How you mom and them?
General Kenobi. All right, now that I got all 5 of these guys printed out, putting them on bases.
Dude, I'm so glad you're printing again.
I'm so glad I'm printing again.
Ah, bloody hell. I have my freaking... I'm resting my elbow on this elbow rest here, and it went... bloody hell. Damn it. It wasn't extreme. Luckily, it was not a lot of paint on, not a lot of product. It's just, golly, man, I hate that crap.
Were you able to rub it off?
Yeah, I'm getting most of it off.
It's always good when you can just take a quick minute and rub it out.
We call that rubbish up. Damn, Steve, you are in the zone, baby. I haven't heard a peep out of you. I thought you were back at the damn basement again. Like, yeah.
So, Freak and I have been loving Shatterpoint lately. But Oni, you were mentioning you're having trouble finding a game lately, huh?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm done with that.
Oh, okay. Earlier today, we were like, what are we going to talk about in the chat today? He's like, let's talk about these matches I'm having trouble finding for Star Wars Shatterpoint.
That's not what I said.
He's not in those exact words, no. I was trying to keep it clean.
Right.
He said, let's talk about them bitches. How hard it is for me to find a Shatterpoint game.
I don't understand why.
That's not what I said either.
I don't understand
That was
why,
the gist of it.
Why is it that, that it's so hard to find a freaking match? It doesn't make any damn sense.
Because he's too good. They skirt.
You were calling Dignanigans during our game against Kalani.
Ah. Damn, Kalani.
Methos? You called Dick Nightligans, dude?
I did call
You
Dick
did.
Nanigans.
Dude, that's... Oh, man.
Dick Nanigans.
'Cause I was pulling combos left and right. during
He
the
was
game.
on it.
Mythos was just like,
I was like,
You're
wait,
not.
I was like, he can do that, and that in the same turn? He's like, I'll show you the card again. I'm like, no. I believe the rules. I just can't believe that they would write it that way.
And then you said it. You said it. You said it.
I said, Dick Nanigans.
but yeah, I'm done with that. I'm done with that game. I've moved on already.
Like Rose, man. When she let Jack go in that water, she's like, I'm done. I ain't got enough room in this damn big old headboard. I'm moving on with my life. Near, far, wherever you... Pushes him over.
I did tell Methos watch the day after I say I'm done. Then people are gonna start looking for games.
Uh-huh.
And then the day after I said I was done, a tournament gets listed.
God.
Still think you should go, man. Go kick their asses. You
Nah.
bet.
I'd rather not spend my time on something I don't even want to do. I'd rather do something else.
Fair. Fair.
Oh, this stupid chair, I swear.
I'm actually excited to play Moonstone tomorrow.
Moonstone.
Oh, it's tomorrow. That's
Yep.
right. You said 1 p.m. you had an appointment.
Moonstone is Lord of the Rings? Or am I wrong?
I think it's just its own thing.
Oh, okay. What is that about? I'm just curious.
I don't know. But I'm playing it tomorrow.
Okay.
You finna find out. And you know when we say finna, it's serious.
Ooh.
All I know is that it's another skirmish game.
Another skirmish game.
Yeah,
Okay.
that right there.
Okay. Awesome, man.
Well, you know, since we're not covering news this week. Really? Is that what I just said? Okay.
We're not covering nudes.
We're not covering the nudes today.
Yeah. Not today. Maybe tomorrow.
You know, we are Chippendales dancers for our day jobs, so you know we've got to cover them sometimes.
Yes, it's true.
I'm sorry, we're not supposed to say dancers. We are Chippendales entertainers.
Entertainers. Dancing is kind of a strong word. I mean, I'm not sure we really call it dancing. Moving. No, we do that. We do a lot of moving.
Right. In fact,
It-
that
it's-
phrase.
Because the last time I saw you on the stage, it looked like you were having a seizure.
Well, it looks like a seizure when I'm dodging quarters. It's just...
I mean, you were foaming at the mouth.
Okay, look. After you get tased, that happens. What am I supposed to do? You know?
There were
Some
no
does-
tasers.
Oh, there were tasers.
There's always
In my
Tasers,
life,
sure,
there's
sure.
always tasers. Sir, you need to get off the stage. Well, wait a minute. I'm a performer. Oh, God!
all right. So this game that Brother Oni is getting into. Let's take a look at that, guys. So Moonstone, the game.
Those
Is
are some cool models.
yeah, some very old school kind of fantasy models too.
Yeah.
Very, very cool looking. Moonstone is by Goblin King Games.
Yeah, it's all like fairy tale models.
A whimsical fantasy skirmish game
There
for
we go.
2 to 4 players, which sees you leading fairy tale inspired characters across the dark lands of precious moonstones.
Ooh. I
Players
like the
can-
term whimsical.
Players compete to collect as many stones as possible before the breaking of the dawn, with bloody combat an almost inevitable outcome with such a prize in sight.
Okay. Hey, Keisha.
So you got an example of some of their miniatures here. I love the little pug rider. It's so cute. Got a goblin over here. What appears to be some kind of alchemist. Very, very cool. Let's visit their store and see what kind of models are available. Oh, okay. We got the 2-player starter set here. Let's see what comes in this one.
Goblins and humans.
Goblins and humans. And this guy's got a cool one-handed sword here. And then a big guy. Wow, what is the name of those
Big babies.
the big sticks with the studs in them samurais had for breaking swords. Oh, man, I can't remember the name of it.
I used to be called a stud. Now I'm just a stick.
Okay, we got a up close of the unpainted models. Baron von Fancy Hat. Even the name is very whimsical. Eric the Squire. Eric! Eric, what are you doing? Flintlock. Oh, I love this little sniper character.
That is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing the fairies.
Awesome.
Okay.
One of the names are Tito, Freya, the Fencer,
Keto. That's my wife's dog.
Butterfingers, Wasp, and Silvertongue. Those are the ones that I have.
Butterfingers.
Nice.
Butterfingers is my old stage name.
The dude with the big sword breaking
your
stick.
old stage name was Butterball.
Oh, God.
Listen. I told you not to tell that to anybody.
What, Butterball?
Butterfingers.
Brother Archer, you beautiful people. You're a beautiful sir.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I've got screenception going on now. Doug the Flatulent is the little guy on the pug mount.
Doug the Flatulent?
Doug the Flatulent. Is the knight, is the rider, or the pug flatulent? I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, together. In tandem.
All for one for all.
A Vicious Sid, a little guy with the sword.
Vicious Sid or Sid Vicious? Ah, see?
Beaky Bobby the Flasher.
Beaky,
Look at that pose.
Oh my gosh, Beaky Bobby. Come on. Like Ricky Bobby. Really? I see what y'all did there.
And
the names get even ridiculous.
Oh my
The names
God.
get even more ridiculous.
Nice. The rule book, $34. Oh, the 2-player starter set, if anyone's interested. These are the USD prices. 2-player starter set, $106. Rule book, $34. The
That's not
expansion
bad.
book is $39. A Witch
Oh.
in Time. Oh, that's cool.
I didn't pay those prices. I get the hookup.
Oh, of course. I'm just
Of
going straight off their
course.
website.
Not everybody has good knees. I have bad knees. I'm sorry.
Antonia, the Noonday Witch.
No. I actually promised him that Butterfingers will make a visit.
Can't do it. I have bad knees. I'd explain that to
Saying
you.
about- Who said anything about knees? Using your knees.
Hey, listen, I have to bend somehow.
Yeah, they have a table.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hello, Zoria the Dawn Witch.
Oh, very pretty.
And then Danica the Dusk Witch.
Okay,
These
let's
are
try
cool.
to get that Aquila. One I did not grab.
The Administration of Justice. Sir Guillemot Poppycock.
Poppycock? What? What kind of poppycock book is that?
Old Calders. And Tabby the Librarian.
What made you decide to get into this one?
I just like the models.
That's cool.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Although I'm kind of rethinking doing the fairies. Just putting the
Why?
models together are a pain in the ass.
You're on a what? I didn't hear.
I'm regretting choosing the fairies because putting the models together are a pain in the ass.
Very flimsy.
Did we lose? Why is the game? Oh, what the hell? What's happening right now?
What's happening with what?
Hold on. Okay, never mind. I saw that apparently my my stream on my phone kind of gave up. Oh, it was a little weird.
There
It
is
It noped out.
the Black Powder gang here. Oh my goodness. Hello, Peggy. Peggy is a lady pirate who reminds me of.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Peggy 16. I don't know why I said that.
Dragon Age 2, Isabella. She reminds me of
Oh,
Isabella
God, I
from Dragon
thought they were about to see your browser history there for a second. About to say, we're not ready for that.
It's a brand new browser tonight. None of that will be on there yet.
This is true. I don't know though. You got fast fingers.
A swashbuckler named Swash with cutlass and buckler, kind of on the nose.
What?
Powder monkey. Happy, he's a very happy looking monkey with his pirate bomb here. The blood magic fairies. Ooh, hello there. Diana, Queen of the Fae. Lovely model. Even with her, very aggressive looking feet here.
I want to get that model, but then I want to get it, but then I don't want to get it.
Why not?
Again,
Fiddly?
these fairies are a pain in the ass. So they're go back to
Oh, hold on, let me switch. Zoom and stop share. Okay, go ahead. Ooh, that does look fiddly.
Oh man, that looks like
So
a
the wings
snap
are
just by looking
separate.
at it.
the wings are separate, that's separate, and look at how thin that arm is,
Jeez.
Yeah, that does look very thin.
and
Looks
it's resin.
Oh man, look like it'll snap at any moment.
All right, you can go back to screen sharing.
The next one is Foxglove.
It's like however you see them in the pictures, that's how they look like in person, because it's resin. So
It's a very detailed but very fiddly.
Yeah.
And Belladonna. The Booties Bilge. Oh my gosh, there are going to be so many orc players that are going to want this, I think. You
I
got
like the one with the octopus on his head.
I got a goblin with the treasure chest and the octopus on his head, which kind of gives me man, I can't think of that Ink game video
Splatoon?
game. Splatoon, yeah. Got Splatoon vibes here. You got another goblin riding on the back of a crab, and the crab has his own hook hand. And then a goblin on his own tiny pirate ship. I love it. So characterful. Oh man, I got to show these to G whenever we get the chance. In fact, you know what? I'm going to send it to him right now because I'm that kind of professional. And also, I can't spell messenger.
Massager, nerd. Okay. Red. I need some red. What color is that?
Okay. Back to Booty's Village. And Boris the Bunny Summon. Boris the Bunny Summoner. Oh my goodness. It is literally one wizard with bunny ears. Oh, he looks like he's a satyr.
He's part of the Fawns.
And
Fauns. Fawns.
and his murder buddies. Is it behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit. Boulder the Troll. That's one of the ones that are on the main page. He's got almost like Dark Crystal kind of vibe. Bristle Nose the Troll. Very cool.
You're very cool.
Your face.
Oh.
Brothers in Arms. Young Jack. Okay, he looks pretty cool. Graddock. I love that massive pipe he's got. Very Lord of the Rings-esque. Morris. Brunhilde the Giant. Awesome. And man, she is bristling with swords. He's got a sword. Idiot. We've all got swords. Death and Taxes. The guaranteed things in life. Another very characterful goblin. The Tax Collector. Very scary. Very scary. And Portly Pete.
I am not.
Dim and Dimmer. Oh my gosh. A two-headed troll. Dim and Dimmer.
Dim and Dimmer. Golly. Come on, man. I'm sure Jim Carrey will be making a phone call.
I just was watching Avery After Dark today, and she was covering the Stanley Hotel that inspired Stephen King to write The Shining.
Yes.
And apparently Jim Carrey stayed there.
Yes,
He
did.
rented a room overnight and didn't last 2 hours there.
Really?
Packed up in the middle of the night, left without a word, and went to stay at a different motel. No explanation. This is really cool. Eric the Enlightened. With this
Ooh,
massive
that
elk,
does look good.
right?
Oh, man.
See, it may look massive in the picture, but it's probably not.
Hmm.
Either way, it looks badass.
Yeah, it does.
Ever since watching, there's an anime called Princess Mononoke, and the main character rides around a red elk, and I've always wanted something with an elk mount. Checking on the chat real quick. Hey, Lupus! Good to see you, brother. And Big Mac Dan Skull!
Hello.
And back to Screenception. Oh, Big Mac. I'm not sure when you came in, but we were looking at some really characterful goblins earlier.
Damn it.
Let us know if you had a chance to see them. If not, I'm happy to go back because I think something all green skin lovers will like is some of these very characterful goblins. The Gnomish Airship. Oh, that's pretty cool. Also, the speckled mushrooms remind me of some of the mushrooms for the Gloomspite Gits. Oh, okay. In the artwork here, you can see a little more clearly. It's a gnome, like not riding the airship like a ship, but it's almost like. Did you ever see the Rocketeer?
Like the hang glider.
Yeah, he's riding it like a hand glider. You know, growing up as a kid, I thought The Rocketeer was such a cool movie. I'm
I
afraid to
thought
go
so,
back.
too.
I'm afraid to go back and watch it as an adult.
Right.
I almost have the feeling that it's not the movie won't age as well as I remember it.
There was-
Goblin City.
There's a movie that I think did that. I think it was called Firefox, I believe, with what is this guy? Oh man, he's an old actor. Basically, he went to go and hijack or steal a subsonic plane, kind of like an SR-71 style from the Russians.
Ooh.
And yeah, and so you can see, the background of the plane, right? It's kind of janky, where it's not really, how they
if I
put.
wasn't doing the fairies, I would have done that one just because of that model.
Jada?
Oh yeah.
Why, hello there.
Sorry to cut you off there, freak.
No, it's okay. What you had to say was more important, so it's fine.
But you were saying about the back of the plane?
Oh no, what he said was more important. I would just continue on with that.
Yeah, at least you recognize it. Appreciate it.
Well, I recognize I hear shit, but no, what you say was more important, so let's just continue with that.
Thank you, and I appreciate that you recognize that was important.
Yes, to you. So.
But now that that's over, you were saying...
It's like, no, I'm done.
Yep, I'm sitting here licking paint.
Oh my goodness.
I'm good.
Yeah, I was trying to find that one at the shop, but didn't have it.
That's a
Plus,
shame.
that's a different faction now. That's the Fawns and
That makes sense.
and Satyrs, I think.
The Mama's Boys. Okay, so we had one earlier that was on an antelope mount and a pug mount, and this one comes on a little ram. A little ram mount, and I think that's complete with nuts. They seem to be dangling.
I don't think those are nuts, man.
Okay, well, good.
That might be the
Moving on. Mama Gimbal, Coral.
Remember when I told you to sculpt that part on your horse?
Yep.
That might be the Rams.
Ribald the Troll. This kind of reminds me of the Mega Boss that has the goblin on the big shooter on his shoulder. It's got a goblin on top of the troll with a yield cannon on top of his shoulder. That's pretty cool. Marine, happy Friday, my brother.
Happy
Big
Friday,
Mac.
man.
Caught it a little. Good. Rule the roost.
That's too dark.
The Goblin King. I watched Labyrinth. I don't think that's what the Goblin King looked like. Herbert Growbottom. The Mortician. The Shadow
that
Gladiator. This one?
Yep.
Right on. Sir Hogwash. This one appears to be on a boar cavalry. Sir Hogwash. The Barony. That's one of the ones we were looking at earlier.
The bear. That's the one that's included in the 2-player set.
Oh, okay. That's where we saw it.
Yep.
The Cursed. I don't know why, but she reminds me a little of Alice. The Beast. I wonder what that reminds me of.
The Little Mermaid.
Yes. The Revenant. Anya Bartol. Ooh, and Striga Anya. The Enclave. Ooh, more fairies. Is this the one you were putting together?
Yeah.
That you just showed us? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm holding it right now on the tree so that the glue can set. So that
All
I
right.
can let it go.
Tito. Cool looking model. Ooh, I love the wind whipping
Freya?
around Freya. Yeah, that's really cool. Kind of reminds me, like, the way the wind whips around her reminds me of that one Eldar model from gosh, what are they called? The Death Elves, the Aeneid. And the Fencers, the one that you're working on. That's cool.
The Dark Eldar?
No, it's not the Eldar, the Dark Eldar, the third faction. Or not Harlequins either, the fourth one.
The Inari?
Inari. Thank you.
Speaking of the Inari, I've been trying to find the model. The one that I already forgot her name.
The one with the sexy girlfriend of Gilliman.
Yeah. So you know. Actually, no, I did find one. Guess how much they're asking for it on eBay?
How much?
$400 new in box.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh,
Almost
so
bought
that's
it,
not
so
even for a pro painted job. That's just new in
I
box.
was like, I almost bought it too. I was like, yeah, no.
Ooh. This one, Callista, the Lesha Volt Princess. Looks really,
Lesha
yeah, that. I like that sculpt. Agatha Tavernfrau. This is Tumbledown Street. Fritz, who looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Always
so
like
for this game, you only really need 6 models.
Okay. So
And
it seems most of the factions come with about 3, so you probably need like 2
3 in the box.
boxes.
Yeah. And this is the game that I was telling you that there's a tournament next weekend for,
Oh, okay.
where I'm getting the first game in tomorrow. I want that one.
This looks super cool. Vespa.
The guy who was showing me how to play, he has that model. And he posted a picture of the paint job for it. Crisp. I'm a little jelly.
It looks amazing. A really great paint job would really make this shine.
Yeah. But I'm not sure how he did it, but he like the wings on that. He got it transparent. So I'm not sure how he did that.
Wow.
When they come in like the grayish resin. I mean, you saw it when I showed it to you.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what he did.
Yeah. I mean, I can ask him tomorrow.
As a fellow Dresden and Supernatural fan, freak, we got a Wendigo.
That is crazy looking.
I can see how they have it. Do you guys want it?
The Wendigo?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just the box. I can see how they have it at the store.
I just think it's cool that they have it. I don't know if I went with, if I were to get in the game, I don't know what faction I would want to get into. I
Because I want to do the giants and trolls next.
That's cool. I mean, honestly, hey, Marcos, the Avatar. Yes, thank you, Archer. Marco says, "Wah." Honestly, I'm very easily swayed by a pretty face, so whatever I picked would probably be one of those factions that have a pretty face. You know, like I really like, the end is nigh box. Well, I like her out of it. This guy, his face scares me.
See, I was gonna do the fawns and the satires just for that one model.
Yeah, the fawns do look good.
But then I was like, but that's the only models that I like from them.
Also, whatever faction he comes in, let's see. Human animal cultist. Does that mean he plays with the humans? Or no, so whatever the screen symbol is, right?
That's the fawns.
The
Fawns
fawns.
and satires.
Okay, I like the fawns. Eric is cool. And I know I liked one of the fawn ladies earlier.
Yeah, the same one that I wanted to get into with. I think it's a little bit more down. No, it's up. I think it was before Eric and Brunhild. Go up. Oh, I guess
No, we're
down. Keep going. Keep going. Go slower. There it is. Hunting horns.
Aha!
For her, just for her.
She is amazing. But also, I think this Goatman here is pretty awesome, too.
Yeah.
Not for the same
Yeah.
reasons, of course, but
I think they looked a little bit better outside of the render.
yeah, that's probably what I'll. If I were to get in the game, Hunting Horns and Eric, Eric,
The Enlightened.
the Enlightened, yes, are things I favor at the moment.
Yeah, I was looking at the fairies. I was like, huh. I kind of want to paint fairies, and then I took them out the box. I was like, yeah.
I don't want to assemble fairies.
It's like mistakes were made. It was at this moment that Oni. So you may be wondering how I got into this situation. But yeah, I'm also getting into Conquest. And yesterday, my box came in
Nice.
for. Oh, I didn't even show you my what I ordered.
Oh, I'm still on Screenception. I need to stop that. Oh, that's cool. So you're doing the Romans.
No, these are the Greek ones.
Oh, the Greek ones.
Yeah, this is the new faction. The Romans
okay.
that you're talking about are the Old Dominion.
Okay.
So these are the city states. Oh, guess what else came in? More Kingdom Death models.
Nice. Ooh, why hello there. Oh, a katana.
Katana.
Why hello there again.
And then
Oh, Nords versus City States. Very nice.
Yep. Yep.
Man, I knew you were getting into Conquest, but it always, you would think after being friends for like, what, 2, maybe 3 years now, it wouldn't surprise me anymore that when you get something that you go like balls to the walls in.
Yeah. The curse.
But it still surprises me somehow.
Well, with Conquest, my expectations like for getting a game isn't really that high because it's a brand newish game. So there's really not a lot of people in Houston that play.
Freak is sitting in a purple room. Yes, he is. I think it's been about a year now. For his last birthday, his lovely lady got him some beautiful studio lights for his recording experience, both for Frosted Fist and for his gaming channel. And so sometimes he's got the lights going kind of blue, sometimes kind of purpley.
Yeah, it kind of sets the mood a little bit.
Some mood lighting.
I wish he wouldn't do that while we were gaming, playing tabletop.
I love how
Like-
it all.
It's like in the middle of a turn, and then he goes click. And I'm like, what's happening? It's like it's my turn.
I was just getting you in the mood.
It's like I get it. It's your turn, but what are you doing?
And then he says safety, and I'm out the door.
Just to let everybody know, there's about 10 minutes left in the show. I apologize. It's going to be a little bit of a earlier night tonight, but I personally have been battling a mega headache since about 2 this afternoon.
Sounds like you're under the weather, dude. Like I
And-
see your allergies are in your butt.
It's quite possible. It does feel like it's like right up here. And so,
Your sinus, right?
and Brother Freak's got to get up early. And so between those two things, we just decided we're going to wrap up just a little bit early tonight.
Stop.
Sorry.
No, you stop. Oh, and then that box set was a giant.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know there were giants in Conquest.
Oh yeah. There's 4 now for the Nords. And then there's that giant dinosaur one for the orcs. And then the dragon for the dwarves.
That's pretty cool.
And then a centaur looking thingamajigamabob for the spires.
Have y'all played 10th yet?
Yeah.
Not yet. Freak actually invited me over to test play 10th tomorrow, but I've got plans with the fam tomorrow, so I wasn't able to make it. But we do plan on trying to get it in somewhat soon.
He's got plans too, so
So kind of a funny story. So Mother's Day happened like right before we left for our vacation for ACON. And so my lovely missus and I just decided to save our funds from Mother's Day and just add to our vacation fund with the promise that, we'd take her out and make everything special afterwards. And of course, that makeup Mother's Day just happened to fall on Father's Day weekend. And so in return, she's taking me out tomorrow and she's taking me to get some steak. So, and she and the kids are doing me a little treat tomorrow. So
That's nice, man.
yeah. Friendly Neighborhood Inquisitor. Hello there. First stream I'm catching. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us.
Man,
Glad to have
we're
you
sorry.
here. Yeah, we are. We are so very, very sorry. This happens to just be the end of our stream tonight. And so we're only around for like another 5 minutes, but it's a pleasure to meet you.
That might be a blessing in disguise. I mean, have you seen the show? Apparently not. You're like, oh man, I dodged a bullet there. Start looking at all the past videos. I'm like, oh God. No, man. We thank you so much for coming and hang out with us, even if it's a short time.
Marco says, I might play a game tomorrow, planning to head to a friend's tomorrow afternoon. Getting that wah in action.
Very nice, man.
I am excited for you, my friend.
Don't the index cards come out tomorrow?
Oh, like the physical ones?
Yeah.
I don't honestly know. I was so focused on the parts that were free, I forgot to actually pay attention to when the physical stuff came out.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, where are you getting steak? I'm being surprised tomorrow, so we shall see. We've got some awesome steak areas in the neighborhood, but they just let me know I'm getting
Texas.
They just let me know I'm getting steak, and that they were going to surprise me.
Don't you have steak at the gas station down there?
That'd be so funny.
Hey man, I'm not picky. Steak is steak.
All right.
The president is they give him a full tank of gas and gas station steak.
Introducing the 7-Eleven new steak taquito. Although for real, 7-Eleven's got some really good taquitos. All right, guys. So I've got base coats of blue down on my desolators. And this is the one I finished earlier this week. For those who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, all based up. This is the desolator from Puppets War Miniatures. At least their twist, their take on it. I don't remember what they call them. I think they call them the Striker Heavy Gunners C. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, so I wasn't a big fan of the desolators that GW came out with, but I really enjoy the puppets. Are you getting a wooden stake? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Although, it might be the Wolf Brother, but if I could get some sweet vampire powers, I'd probably take it.
What a sellout. Oh my God.
For powers? Hell yeah.
What? I'd do anything for powers.
And I've been putting some basing to
The way you said it right now. Have you ever guys seen what we do in the dark?
Uh-uh.
That reminded me of that right now. It's a funny show. It's on Hulu.
So these are the 3 Assault Marines I've got on bases right now. They'll all get primed tomorrow. And these, because they're all in the leaping pose, none of them are flat-footed. I'm having to put some cork on, and I'll pull out the green stuff probably in the morning to mold over the cork, make some like nice little rocks out of. And what I like about doing it with green stuff is that, of course, it'll allow me to morph the rock to the shape of the foot and provide a nice contact point. If I work with it when it's only semi-dry, it'll be still soft enough to be malleable. And the impression of the foot will create a great contact point for the glue. And then same here. Having this guy come up off the rock this way. And again, the green stuff will provide a nice solid contact spot. So
Very nice.
But like I said, with my headache, like I should do it tonight, so that way the
Don't do it.
green stuff can dry overnight.
Don't do it.
But yeah, freaky knows. Every time I try and push myself to do something when I'm not feeling well, I end up jacking it up, and then I'm very upset. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Yep. I'm kind of at that point. I'm starting to make some mistakes, but everything is edge highlighted. Kind of did the highlight on the gold, and so now all I have to do is do the wash. Yeah, they're just about done. I gotta work on the basing.
Wash, basing, and varnish, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Almost done. They're looking good. I can see where I'm out of practice. Man. Oh, but I guess that's a battle for another day.
I think if anyone doesn't like edge highlighting, and I abhor it myself, but you want to get a little better, I think Puppets War Marines, their Marines are called Strikers. They're Marines because they have a lot of flat edges on them to their armor. Really good for practicing edge highlighting. I was like, this is so simple, even I can do it.
So simple, even a caveman can do it. Hey.
Man, I completely forgot about those Geico commercials.
Mm-hmm. Not cool, man. He storms off. Happens to be the sound engineer.
Gee, the Hyper Sapien says, "What's up? What up, my brother?"
Hi.
I apologize. You catching us just at the end here. We're calling it an early night. Like I said, Freak's got to get up early in the morning, and I've been wrestling with a headache since about 2 in the afternoon. So I am going to just chillax and probably hit the sack a bit early, especially since I've got raid in the morning. Raid. Brother Oni, did you get your fairy stuck to your tree?
Yeah. After a while it did, yeah.
I've come to find, especially working with resin, I am loving using accelerant. Freak Dog hooked me up. Oh, man. Any words of wisdom either of you would like to impart to the chat before we duck out for the evening?
No, hopefully we'll hear some stories of a couple of you guys playing 10th. I'd like to know how it goes. I mean, if you'd like to share it with us, that would be awesome.
Yes, absolutely. I would love if you guys could reach out to me on Messenger or Instagram or whatever you do. Post it to our Frost and Fist Facebook page, whatever you like. If you guys get in some games of 10th before we come back next week, we would love to hear about your experiences. And if you're willing, we'll, I mean, obviously we can just view them privately, or if you want to keep it anonymous, or let us know, we can even share them on the show, because we would love to get some experiences of other people are having with 10th edition.
Definitely. Yeah, I really am. Truly. If you guys, kind of give some small detail, my main thing is how did first and second turns, how was it for you guys? Did it feel like it kind of moved pretty fast, really well? Did it feel like it staggered a little bit, like it kind of delayed, that kind of thing? Of course, if you're playing for the first time, you're still learning the rules and the gameplay. So, but still, you guys, if you played 9th or 8th edition, you have some kind of reference.
Especially another big thing that we're looking forward to hearing is with the reduction in lethality that's supposed to be in the game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times previous games have felt like whoever rolls to go first wins the game, right? Not every game, but a lot of times it feels that way. And so a lot of people are looking forward to maybe the fact that durability is going up in this edition. Maybe it won't be such a big one-side blessing for who goes first.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just let us know, guys.
I'm just glad the World Eaters got that
+1 strength, +1 attack. Yeah. They're not
on the charge.
Yeah. I remember when Space Wolves got +1 attack on the charge.
Hey man, we're not talking about the Space Wolves right now.
Not about you.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. If you guys liked tonight's episode, please make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below, especially if you're watching from the archives, and feel free to be part of any of tonight's ridiculous conversations. And some of our hobby conversations too. The new games that Oni's getting into, Conquest and Moonstone. And what did you think of those games? Are you guys interested in trying out? And if you guys are not yet subscribed to any of our friends, down in this link tree below. And if you're not subscribed to us, then I know that I, will these guys, would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost Anvil. So until next time, stay
Whoa!
Oh, you stubbed your toe or something.
I blame G. G's the problem here, not me. Blame him.
Sure.
Look how many boos he's got.
Sure.